are not fit in Kali Yuga to form Astakali Swaran. It is not within our capacity, practice. We can boast of some, hopes and aspirations to do these things. But according to Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur in Radharma Chandrika, he says that even though Smarana is one of the main angas of Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti, still that cannot be possibly achieved without performing some kirtana of the holy names. There is no possibility to achieve the superlative result or the completion of any other Anga devotional service without coupling it with the Yuga Dharma and the stage of Kali, Harinam Sankirtan. Therefore, stress is given by our acharyas about the necessity to engage in the performance of Harinam Sankirtan. So humility means to recognize that as we are Kali rejects, we are not qualified for any other activities. We're not qualified for karma. We're not qualified for jnana. We're not qualified for yoga. We're not qualified for meditation. We're not qualified for performing big yajnas. Costly, gallons and gallons of ghee. We're not qualified to perform opulent deity worship. What can we offer the deity? Some plastic trinkets. Where's the gold? Where's the diamonds? Where are the rubies? Where are the sapphires? Where's the immense wealth that is actually required for performing opulent deity worship? We are not qualified. None of us are qualified. It doesn't matter PhD, MA, MBBS, whatever it may be. You are not qualified. You and I. We are not qualified to do any action other than the performance of Sankirtan Yoga. To the extent that you are humble, to that extent you'll realize the need to engage your invaluable human form of life, your time and energy, in the performance of Sankirtan Yoga, and also in the performance of other corollary activities which will help to foster your attachment to the performance of the Yuga Dharma. Therefore, we engage in deity worship, we engage in Bhagavatam, we engage in Prasad Seva, we engage in Mandir-marjan, etc. Because these things also help us. They're meant to help us, but if we're Niyamagata in our approach, then it means we don't know the purpose behind the things which we're doing. We don't know that the purpose of the deity worship is to increase our attachment to the chanting of the holy name. We don't know that the purpose of hearing Bhagavad is to increase our attachment to the chanting of the holy name. We don't know that sitting in or serving in a nice, clean temple, therefore Mandir-marjan. The purpose of the thing is to facilitate our congregational chanting of the holy names of Krishna. The purpose of our management is to facilitate the congregational chanting of the holy names of Krishna. The purpose of our sadhu sangha is to remind each other about the importance of chanting the holy names of Krishna. In Kali Yuga, there is no other dharma than the chanting of the holy name. It is the supreme anga of devotional service. It is the supreme aspect of the principle of Jagadharma. Therefore, humility realizes that you'll never get paid if you don't do it. You'll only get paid for chanting the holy name by chanting the holy name. There's no other way, there's no other way, there's no other way. Kalo, Nasdeva, 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 only one way. Harinam, Harinam, Harinam Kevalam. We must take this seriously if we actually want to make progress to the goals of Krishna's great home. So therefore, Trinadati speech. So the Lord give us Krishna. What does that mean? Tolerance. Tolerance like a tree. Means standing up against all odds. Whatever Innumerable people criticize us for just being all that's just Harinam. You know, we want that money. You know, we want the bookstores. We want the, you know, the big temples. We want to see something practical. You know, which will gratify our pragmatic mindset. Don't be so idealistic. Chanting Hare Krishna will solve all your problems. That's a little simplistic, isn't it? Yes, it's simple for the simple. Simple for the simple. Those who can simply understand what it is that Srila Prabhupada actually came to do us. Everything else is ultimately superfluous if we don't develop an attachment to the chanting of the holy name of Krishna. If we develop attachment to the chanting of the holy name of Krishna, and we serve to help everyone else develop that attachment to the chanting of the holy name, then everything else starts to make sense. So, standing up against all amas, Toro Ekada Krishna. Amanina means not desiring to be recognized as having a fitness for anything else than the congregational chanting of the holy name. And Manadena means to respect everyone else in terms of their real self-interest. Their real self-interest is to get prema. And the recommended process for every living entity in this Kali Yuga for getting prema is the congregational chanting of the holy names of Krishna. Therefore, Amanina, Manadena, and then put it to practical reality. Kirtaniya Sadahari. Kirtaniya Sadahari means to always be engaged in performing kirtana of the holy names. Primarily the holy names. Nam, Rup, Guna, and Lila. These things are all there. Within Nam is included Rup, Guna, and Lila. It's almost time for my super soul class to be over. So everyone chant Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram. Hare Ram. Ram Ram. Hare Hare. But it's not over yet. Still have a couple of minutes to wrap it up. So therefore, Yasya Deve Parava, here, Yita Deve Kasavu. If one has faith, that kind of faith, in Nam, Kali Kali Nama Rupa Krishna. When it says Yasya Devi, Yasya Nama, having faith in Nam, and similar faith in the words of Sri Guru, who is representative of the holy name of Krishna. Then, of course, Parabhakti ultimately means Ragmaya Bhakti. Parabhakti, there's Aparabhakti and Parabhakti. Aparabhakti means bhakti which is still conditional or contaminated by the influence of the modes of material nature. And then there's Parabhakti, which is transcendental from the modes of material nature. So for one who has implicit faith in Nama and in Nam-Guru, implicit faith, meaning transcendental faith, not just faith, but transcendental bhakti. It doesn't say Yasya Deva Para Shraddha,